was good old TJ.
Nina Squad, Incog bringing us back another reaction video. This is actually the first one of this year. This is Death Battle. This is for the new season in the new year, technically, because new year and new season. I don't know if they purposely planned that, but anyway, on this first episode of the new season for Death Battle, we have Aquaman versus Namor. I think that's how you say that. N-A-M-O. What was it? Namor, Marvel vs. DC Comics. So yeah, I don't know who Namor is. I kind of have a vague idea of Aquaman because of like just how popular he is. Like back, me growing up and stuff like that. Like I don't know all about him because obviously reading comics stuff like that, I didn't do that, and like just really going deep into the Marvel universe, didn't really do that. That just wasn't me. I do like the characters, like I say, like Wolverine, Aquaman, things like that, but just I never really went like deep into the lore. Excuse me. But anywho, this they're gonna talk about their ability and stuff like that, so we're gonna get more in depth with these two characters anyway. So like I say, I know a little smidge about Aquaman. Namor I really don't know anything about, so I can't really just say who's gonna win because I don't know both the characters that well. I only know kind of like one on like 20%, even probably lower than that overall, and Namor nothing. So without further ado, let's just hop right into it. So like, share, subscribe on this video. Without further ado, YouTube, let's hop right into it. So play.
You can discover the secrets hidden within your own DNA with a single kit from 23andMe. With more than 125 genetic reports, 23andMe provides numerous insights into your genetic history and health.
Yeah, like how the Saturated Fat and Weight Report can detail how your genetics affects your body's response to what you've been eating lately.
A 23andMe Health and Ancestry Kit is the perfect gift for Valentine's Day. Pick one up today at 23andme.com/deathbattle.
That's the number 2, 3, and me.com/deathbattle.
Again, that's 23andme.com/deathbattle.
Got their little ads and everything. See, that's still the same.
There's plenty of fish in the sea? Yeah, real obvious, but it turns out there's a bunch of superheroes down there too.
I don't think you understand what that phrase means.
Like Aquaman, the King of Atlantis.
Boomstick, he comes back with his own humor.
Also
Love
King
it.
of Atlantis.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills.
What type of fight is it gonna
who
be?
would win a death
3D?
battle.
Don't even know if it's 3D or not yet.
I don't get mermaids. I mean, they're kind of hot, but they're fish people, and then when you meet them, all they want to do is try to kill you. I guess Tom Curry got to be one of the lucky ones, if you know what I mean.
What
After a
movie was
chance
that
meeting,
from?
Tom was left to father Arthur, the son of a
Mermaids have
mysterious
sharp
woman
teeth?
of the sea.
Though she thinks she was knocked up by a fish Jesus wizard, it's not important. Comics are weird.
Regardless, Arthur learned to hone his aquatic
I didn't even know that,
powers
see?
at a very young age. When Arthur was just 2 years old, poor Tom thought he had drowned when he was
Arthur
actually just
Curry?
playing with some fish
His name
while
Arthur?
breathing underwater.
Tom trained Arthur to master his powers, until eventually his mother showed up with a heavy dose of truth.
Oh, that's another thing,
Was
yeah,
the
just
rightful
that's
king
another
of
thing
the
about these
underwater
characters.
city, Atlantis.
Forgot about that, yeah.
I wish there were more stories about parents coming back in real life too.
And so, Arthur would descend the ocean depths, his
He's
birthright,
in real
and
life,
maintain
too.
the
That is
peace
so
between land
bad.
and sea as the king, the superhero, Aquaman.
Oh, are you one of the people who thinks that Aquaman is lame? Well, think again. He's super strong, super fast, and can chill deep underwater for as long
Attuned
as
to
he
the
wants.
clear? What does that
No,
mean?
he doesn't just talk to fish. He dominates their brains and forces them to bend to his will.
Yeah, okay, that's obvious. Know that
Prefers to
being
talk and
Aquaman.
communicate with them, and most
Right.
sea life respects
Right.
him enough to come to his aid.
Except for piranhas, apparently, which ate off his freaking hand. I know you're a hardcore badass, but make those fish bow to your kingly kingship, damn it.
Ooh,
After a few
piranhas.
gaudy looks and a
Ooh,
magic water hand,
that's not.
he got
Ooh.
them. Arthur controls sea life by tapping into a world.
Could you imagine if your whole hand just got ate like that by
the Force
piranhas?
from Star Wars, but just in the ocean.
Through the clear, creatures he controls increase in strength. Some even become capable of breaking Green Lantern constructs. Also, Arthur's powers are not limited to just aquamarine life. He telepathically communicates
Oh, really?
with all sorts of animals and can even tap into the human mind.
Wait, you're telling me
What?
you mess with my brain too? Oh, get my hat whiz. The shiny
So
one.
wait,
Well, he is
not just
definitely dominating more intelligence.
wow, that
His
that
octopus friend
wow,
Topo is one
I
such
didn't know
example
that.
of a being he cannot force.
So he cannot just do
What's so
aquatic
impressive
creature.
about
He
that
can do
little
any
guy?
type of creature
Oh,
and even get to
yeah.
your brain.
Got it.
And for humanoids, the most Aquaman can
That's gonna help
generally
him a
do
lot
is cause a
during
headache
battle.
or maybe a seizure.
That doesn't make me feel much better.
But while Aquaman has plenty of power on his own, he also draws from the mystical might of his most iconic weapon.
The legendary
The trident.
of Poseidon.
Trying to
And also the Trident of Neptune.
Wait,
Yeah.
isn't that the same god? Aren't they the same thing?
Well, kind of. They both can control water, summon storms, create force fields, and unleash lightning. That one can teleport.
Awesome. Come on, do it. Yes.
You have to get water.
He's just so hopeless, man.
Maybe?
Jocelyn, get the kiddie pool and the keg. I'm going
What
to
beer
Disney
work?
World.
He trying to
With
teleport
added
in some
flight,
beer.
hydrokinesis, earth manipulation,
Oh
and
my
more,
goodness, boomstick.
Aquaman's trident was a
Oh
perfect
my
symbol
goodness.
to prove
Oh my
himself
goodness.
a mighty king.
Literally, he's strong enough to push around oceanic plates, throw a submarine around with water magic, and lift this giant cruise ship.
This ship appears big enough to compare to the world's largest cruise liner, the Symphony of the Seas, which weighs an incredible 228,000 tons.
He's
Ooh,
fast
that's
enough to keep
lots
up
of
with Wonder
tons.
Woman and swim around the whole planet in just an afternoon. Oh, and he even fought the ancient dead king of Atlantis.
Huh?
This guy was so strong, he sank Atlantis centuries ago with one blow from his scepter, and Aquaman
nah.
brought back a repeat of the same attack with his bare hands.
While there's no official size for DC's Atlantis,
That's strong. That is really
Therefore,
strong. That's
it has to
crazy.
have a greater landmass
Dude,
than
that literally
the largest island in the
one
world.
hits.
This means Atlantis must
Put Olympus down there and he's doing it bare hands.
1,000 square miles. To sink or destroy it, Atlan must
I don't know what to say
have
to that,
an
man.
potential energy averaging more than 155 trillion tons of TNT.
Damn, everyone's always making fun of Aquaman, but he's pretty badass.
Well,
Goodness.
he does have one rather lame weakness. He's essentially fueled by water. If he's away from water for too long, he'll start to dry out, lose his powers, and eventually die.
He lives under the sea, he wears yellow.
That
He's
makes
absorbent?
sense, I
Wait,
guess.
I figured it out. Oh!
No! He's not SpongeBob. Moving on.
Well, Aqua King has found some ways to work around the water problem. He can hydrate himself with blood.
Oh my goodness, this dude just called Aquaman
Even with his
SpongeBob.
flaws, Aquaman is always pushing forward to protect his people. He may seem strange and silly, but he truly is a worthy king of Atlantis.
Tell the surface dwellers to respect the sovereignty of my seas, or we'll return and finish what we've started.
So what's gonna be the? So how you say he's gonna name Namor? And
We
what's
all
gonna
know
be?
this story. A wayward sailor meets a mermaid princess, and they fall in love.
Except this time, the fish people got to be wedding crashers and drag the princess back to her secret home of Atlantis.
Oh, okay,
Her dad
that's
was
that's
pretty
tough.
pissed, but
Yeah, that's
he
tough.
got even more pissed when he found out that Daddy's girl had already been knocked up and popped out a brand new kind of superhero. Namor, the Submariner.
He's gonna be even more mad. He's got.
Unlike those strangely similar aquatic superhero DC would create 2 years later, Namor would grow up among his fellow
Oh, his
Atlanteans
name,
from
okay.
the start. As the Prince of the Ocean,
Submariner.
he received an impressive royal education, along with a sizable distrust of humankind.
Rex.
Yeah, I'd have a problem with humans too if some of the
Oh, so he's
first
King of
people I
Atlantis
ever
as well,
met were
okay.
Nazis.
As the rightful
Well,
heir to the
right,
throne,
that
it was
is.
Namor's duty to protect Atlantis. And with his mixed heritage, he had plenty of unique abilities to do so.
He's got superhuman strength, speed, and durability. He can store
Of
water in
course.
his body and shoot it out of his pores like a human sprinkler, which is gross.
Okay,
Far
that's
more
kind of
impressively,
nasty.
he
Well, no,
can
that
control
is nasty. That's not even
the
kind of. That is
aspects of
nasty.
marine life, including other Atlanteans, and can persuade them to follow his
Flight. Okay, you got
Whether
flight.
it be a
Okay.
squadron of armored sharks or a giant killer whale,
Kind of the same abilities of underwater adaptation and flight. They can say that about Aquaman.
Technically, Namor is a three-way hybrid of human, Atlantean, and mutant genes. Unlike other Atlanteans, he possesses the mutant power of flight.
Oh, is that why he's got those tiny little wings on his feet? I always thought those were like little rudders.
Nope.
So he could,
flies with them.
he could fly
That is
with
dumb.
Namor can
little
also
wings on
mimic
his
the
feet.
abilities of marine life.
Would
Sensing
you
lateral
y'all want to
lines
fly like
fish or
that?
absorbing and
Have wings on
discharging
your
shocks
feet
an
like
electric
that?
eel.
Like little
And
bitty
for
wings?
Even more power, he wields his legendary trident.
Alright, how many tridents does this guy have? Let me guess. 4?
Just one, the Trident of Neptune.
But I thought the other guy had a trident of Neptune. Oh! I think I just figured out why Aquaman had 2 different tridents.
There you go.
Well, this trident's got a bunch of cool magic powers. It can
Right,
control
so he
water,
took his,
shoot
and
lasers,
then
turn
Aquaman
people
got the other one.
invisible, And if Namor needs some
Right.
backup, he can animate objects and his surroundings
Ugh, I
to
headache.
create living beings to fight alongside him. And that's not even the only magic doohickey Namor has. He can use the Horn of Proteus to summon sea monsters like Giganto, which is a super whale with arms.
Giganto?
Look out, birds with arms! I'm starting a new subreddit.
The Giganto is strong enough to withstand the blast of an atomic bomb, and yet it still pales in
Giganto, though. They couldn't pick up
comparison to
another
Namor's
name.
strength.
No
Giganto.
kidding. The Submariner is strong enough to match the savage, incredible Hulk, who's lifted 150 billion tons of rock for over a minute. If that's not good enough for you, how about the time Namor held up a whole frigging island all by himself?
He's quick enough to catch the Human Torch, absorbed and discharged electricity powerful enough to injure Doctor Doom, took on Thor trident to hammer, survived a mountain falling on him.
Thor, him, and a
even
hammer.
resisted
Okay,
the mind
yeah.
control powers of the Purple
That's
Man.
definitely
So
some
you
strength
think in
right
the
there
grand
and some
scheme of
durability.
things, little winged feet aren't so bad when you could have been called Purple Man.
Alright, Namor is pretty awesome for an elf in a Speedo.
Excuse me? This is not a Speedo, Jimmy, okay? These are my panties from Atlantis.
Too bad he gets a bit, unstable if he's out of the water for too long.
True, Namor's had a strange history of shifting personalities, sometimes even playing the part of villain. Apparently, his bouts of anger stem from a strange bipolar defect brought on by oxygen imbalance, which, last I checked, isn't quite how bipolar disorder works.
Right, I was about to say,
I
what?
have the same kind of problem. I get super evil and grumpy when I haven't had a beer in at least 24 hours.
24?
12, 6, 2. Screw you.
Boomstick, that's a chemical dependency.
Just like my personal hero, Bane.
You're missing the point.
Oh, you think the point is your ally, but you merely adopted the point. I was.
No, don't do it to a boomstick.
molded.
I'm not boomstick. Don't do it to him,
How
Wiz.
about that point? At the end of the day, as long as there is water in his veins, the
that had to
Avenging
hurt.
Son is a heroic king of his people and a terrifying.
Wiz did not have to do boomstick like that, man.
I am Namor, ruler of the kingdom of Atlantis. Your time in the sun is over.
The fact that he can
All
fly
right,
with
the
the
comets are
moon.
set, and we've run the
That's
data
hilarious.
through all possibilities.
But first, I wonder if Blue Apron has any fish on the menu this week.
By now, you've probably heard of Blue.
Alright, so we're gonna pause right there. It's not really too much for me to say because it seems like they're kind of similar in a way. As far as that's why they're battling, it's like really they're really similar because usually when they got the two combatants, usually it's like they got like, you know what I'm saying, some abilities that's not with the other guy. Because I think Namor, I think the only difference between him and Aquaman is that he can fly and Aquaman can't. And I think Aquaman, let me see, I think he has like the other trident other than the Neptune trident that Namor has. I think that's like the two differences. I might forgot. I don't know with watching the whole video up until this point. So I mean with the I don't know. I don't know if the flight is gonna help Namor get the dub or what, because they did say that Aquaman's one weakness was being out of the water too long. So I don't know if they're actually gonna be out the water. Okay, I think I'm gonna sound stupid for this. I'm gonna go with Namor because if they're gonna, because I believe because they want to introduce his flight ability if they weren't gonna use it, and I think if they're gonna use the flight ability, I think he's going to get him either in the air or on land for a good period of time to where his ability is gonna go away. Aquaman is what guy I'm talking about, so I might be wrong because I really don't have a lot to go off of, so it's kind of like iffy 50-50 for me, but I'm just gonna go with Namor off of just that right there. So ain't that much for me to talk about this, so let's get right back into it. So play. Oh, 2D. Okay.
Peasants! You dare splash the Prince of Blood? Plenty of space around the pool, Doc.
A triple, a alien, a human, and a mutant. That's crazy.
You may be a prince, but I am the king
And a
of
pool,
the
though.
7 seas.
Why? Really? A pool, though. Oh, they ain't do the traditional fight thing across the screen. Just realized that. You see, you go to air fighting I was talking about. Put it back in the water, though. Oh, so I forgot the creatures. Right. They both can summon creatures. How did I forget that? The other thing they have in common.
I will not submit!
Did he freeze that?
Everyone has their place. That's just how things are. You should understand yours! You are such a terrific
What the
dumbass.
heck? You're such a terrific dumb. Oh, they going deep underwater.
Let's see whose power truly controls the sea. Shall we?
They are really deep underneath the water. Like if they was regular humans, I think the body would have been like, kind of like, you know, would have blew up because you can't handle being down there for so long, or even at all. I don't think so.
They matched.
Or maybe I've been saving another trick.
No! You control me? Impossible!
Have at 'em, boys!
Oh right. Duh, he can control your brain. Why did I forget that? That's the one thing that's another thing he had.
Am I underwater? Or
How did I forget that? Wow, I'm 0-1. At the
Aquaman
gate.
and Namor's powers were so
What?
similar and well
Could've
matched,
won.
this fight could have reasonably gone in either one's favor.
How did I
In fact,
forget
neither
that?
had many powers that the other did not possess in some way.
Like how Namor had his mutant wing feet, but Aquaman.
I'm really mad at myself though
Let him fly
for that.
too.
Still, while Namor could certainly have won this in some circumstances,
Oh, I didn't know that.
Aquaman had the
See, I didn't know
potential
that.
he needed to take
If I knew they
the
both could
victory
fly,
more
I would have won Aquaman.
Namor could match Savage.
But yeah, I saw as well
well
with that mind thing. I would've-
billion
I'm-
tons.
I-
but
man.
remember, Aquaman stopped Atlan's continent-crushing attack, which had a potential energy over 150
Right.
trillion tons of TNT.
Oh,
Not
I'm
exactly
stupid.
a one-to-one
I'm so
comparison,
stupid.
but consider Namor's own similar feat, keeping the island Utopia from falling. We can estimate the island's size and weight using this panel, coming to a little over 178,000 tons. Considering the weight applied as force through the pillar Namor was pushing up, this means the potential energy exerted onto Namor would only be 1,425 tons of TNT. The energy Aquaman stopped was 109 billion times greater.
Sure, Namor was fast enough to easily catch up to the Human Torch, who flies over 140 miles per hour on a normal day, and sometimes even thousands of times the speed of sound.
But Aquaman has routinely kept pace with Wonder Woman, who has been frequently shown to move thousands of times the speed of light.
Yeah, but none of that strength and speed would matter if the Submariner just ordered a bunch of sharks to eat him first, right?
Namor could command sea life, sure, but Aquaman could directly dominate their minds and force them to act on his will. And while Namor can telepathically
Right,
communicate
see
with
that
other
whole mind
Atlanteans,
thing.
he could
Oh,
not
I'm so
fake
mad at
images
myself,
or
man.
seizures like Aquaman could. Though Namor could certainly resist these mental attacks, similar to how he survived the Purple Man, this is still solid evidence that Aquaman's telepathy was more powerful.
Oh, and don't forget, Aqua King can make his underwater buddies physically stronger with the clear, while Namor was stuck commanding plain old everyday fish.
Overall, while their extremely similar powers were so closely matched, Aquaman had the edge in just enough of them to prove himself the strongest king of the sea.
Aquaman could see victory, but at least Namor trident.
The winner is Aquaman. Hey, thanks for watching
I'm
the
just
first
so mad at
episode of Season
myself.
6. If you want the battle music for yourself, click the link below.
Want a new show to watch? Check out Genlock. It's crazy. It's got mechs, anime, awesomeness, Michael B. Jordan, and somehow I made it into voice a character. Click the box.
Next time, let's see what we got. Mega Man. Mega Man Battle Royale. Well, okay, that's gonna be interesting there. What, 27th of February? Let's see, how long we got till that? About like another 3 weeks. Yeah, about like another 3 weeks. Yeah, so I'm excited for that death battle because usually when they do the battle royales, like the stuff I've seen, they actually really do go like into detail with all the well, not all the Mega Mans, but all the characters. Like they did like a Pokemon battle royale with Charizard, Venusaur, and Blastoise. That was a good one. I like that. So if they do something similar like to that, pretty sure that's gonna be a good death battle. But anywho, let me get into the actual death battle. Why did I forget? Like, how did I forget about the whole taking over people's minds and taking over fish's minds? How did I forget that? Like I said, Namor was gonna win, but I forgot about that. Then the whole he stopped the dude's trident thing that took the whole Atlantis world down in the first place. Like, how did I forget that? I just don't. I know you guys probably in the comments or just watching this video or whatever, just like, are you stupid? Like, whatever. But yeah, it's, I don't know. I wasn't thinking or whatever, obviously, because I just said that and then go the other way. I just don't understand that. I can't believe I did that. But anywho, I will definitely be bringing you guys another death battle for season 6. That is the new season. Because he just Wiz just said that, the dude that plays Wiz just said that. So this season 6 is episode 1. So yeah, I'm gonna be bringing you guys all the other death battles that come up, because I know you guys be liking these sometimes. So I'm actually bringing this to you guys. So I hope you guys like it as well. And I do got some other videos I have in mind as well later on this week or whatever. So just be on the lookout for that in your sub box. But anywho, people Incog, like, share, and subscribe on this video. And I'm out. Peace.